right, so we're looking at our geography, which is our 7 continents. Can you say the 7 continents? Let's try. North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica. All right, those are our 7 continents that we worked through. We started where we live, North America. We went south to South America. We crossed the ocean to Europe, and then we traveled south again to Africa. So this large continent of Africa. And last time I introduced you to Africa. This time we're going to look at one country in Africa called Tanzania. All right, Tanzania. It's a country in Africa, and according to the map, it's about down towards the southern end of Africa. So Africa is here, and it's down towards that southern end of Africa, on the east coast of Africa. Okay, introducing Tanzania. Tanzania is a country in Africa. Its capital is Dodoma. Tanzania is just south of the equator. So the equator is the line across the world that if it's above it, it tends to be cooler. If it's below it, it tends to be hotter. And if it's right on it, it's really hot. Okay? Its flag stands for different parts of the country. So here's its flag. All right? It has green, black, and blue stripe with yellow separating in the black. All right? So our flag has blue, but it doesn't have black, yellow, or green on it. And this flag does not have horizontal stripes across it. These are more slanted. And it also does not have stars. Okay? Green is for the land. So think of green land. Okay? Yellow is for the mineral wealth. So they have a lot of minerals like coal and silver. That would be minerals and ore. Blue stands for the ocean. And black shows the people. So black is for the people. All right, so here's how the map would look like if you had the country outline. And right in the middle would be the capital, Dodoma. All right, so here we go on the map of Africa again. Tanzania has plains, plateaus, and mountains. Mount Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa. It is actually 3 extinct volcanoes. So 3 volcanoes that no longer erupt. Extinct means they're no longer doing volcano-ishy stuff. Okay, so it looks like it blew the top off the mountain. And so 3 of those volcanoes formed this one mountain. Okay, the crater is in the middle, is more than 1 mile wide. So if you look at this mountain here, right, it looks like the top blew off of it, so that would be the volcano, blew off the top peak of the mountain. And inside of that mountain that you can't see would be a giant crater or a giant hole that goes a mile long, all right? And there's some elephants. Remember you colored the elephants last week? For actually the savanna that we're learning in science. Tanzania is the home to a large variety of animals. The greater kudu horns take 6 years to grow. All right, so this is the greater kudu. And look at those fancy horns that wrap around. That takes 6 years for their horns to grow like that. They are 6 years old before they have those nice horns. It can be up to 6 feet long. So their horns could be taller than I am. All right? So those horns could grow all the way taller than me. 6 feet. Wow, that's a long horn. All right? But that is nothing compared to the giraffe, which can grow over 18 feet high. It is the tallest animal on land. So the tallest land animal is the giraffe with its long neck. It can grow up to 18 feet. Then also other animals, they have the lions, the zebras, and flamingos. You think about flamingos being in Florida, not necessarily in Tanzania, but if it's on that coastline, I guess the flamingos like the water. Looks like a good place to visit. Tanzania's official languages are Swahili and English. Other African countries will also speak Swahili. Swahili borrows many words from the Arabic. In fact, Swahili's name comes from an Arabic word that means the coast. So Tanzania means the coast in Swahili. All right. Oh, so Swahili is the song that we were singing in school. Jumbo. All right, which means hello in Swahili, and goodbye means kwaheri. Kaheri. All right, kaheri. And jumbo, we were learning a song that said hello, and then you would say jumbo. I should have brought that CD with me. Maybe the next time I go to school, I'll bring it back and we can practice that again. That was a fun song. There are more than 120 tribes in Tanzania, but the Maasai are unique. They wear colorful cotton cloth called kiko. They also put on fancy bracelets and necklaces made from glass, shells, bones, and wood. This shows their status in the Maasai tribe. All right, so you can see they like color, and they like their bracelets and their jewelry. Okay, Tanzanians enjoy eating all kinds of food. Grilled meat, or nyama chumu, is very common. Most meals are served with ugali, a thick corn porridge rolled into balls. All right, people in Tanzania eat fried plantains. All right, if you remember, Matthew and Michael would have the fried plantains in their rice and their beans, I believe it was, that they were eating. Okay, so I love fried plantains. I spent some time in the Caribbean with my family, and some of this food looks like things I would have eaten in the Caribbean. I also spent time in Malawi, Africa, right after my husband and I got married, and we ate ugali, which was the thick corn porridge that became like balls of, looked like a ball of rice to me, but it was actually porridge where they ground up the corn and then they turned it into this pasty thing, and we actually would use that then to eat our meat broth that they would serve with it, which was good, and lots of yams. They had lots of yams there, I remember. All right, which would have been close to Tanzania. I'm thinking maybe Malawi's a little farther south and more in the center of the country, not near the coast. But it reminds me a lot of the people in Tanzania. Tanzania money is called shillings or cents. It shows the country's rich variety of animals like the black rhino, the African buffalo, an elephant, and the lion. So this money looks really cool. Instead of just having the presidents, I mean, they do have their presidents on their money as well, but they also have the animals that you can find. Isn't that cool? I think that's really cool. All right. Mazi men show their strength in a competition called Adamu. This means jumping dance. Oh, I think this would be cool. The men gather in circle to sing. Then a warrior starts jumping as high as he can for as long as he can. He cannot let his heel touch the ground. All right? So he jumps straight up in the air and he has to land on his tippy toes. He can't let his heel touch the ground. Look at that. So he's like a pole jumping straight up, and then you can't let your feet touch the ground. The Maasai live in homes called Enkajijic. These round huts are made from wood and mud branches, grass, and even cow dung that keeps the roof from leaking. The huts are built only by women. So who builds the houses? The women. People and animals sleep inside. So if you have a goat or a pig, or a sheep, then it would live inside, or your dog even, and chickens. So they would all live inside of that hut with you to keep them safe from the predators at night. All right, so that is Tanzania. All right, so that was very interesting. So at the very end of this clip, I'm going to add a clip of this jumping contest so that you can see a jumping contest and then you can try that. I'm not trying it this time. I think I might hurt myself. But remember, you jump straight up and you don't let your heel of your foot touch the ground. So you're going to land on your toes. I think that Melanie, this might be a dance for you because you like to be on your tippy toes. So you jump straight up like a pencil, and then when you come down, you're on your tippy toes. So that's going to be the end of this video. And then I'm also going to post the drum video for the second drum lesson. So get your drums out and practice the second drum lesson for me today. All right, and that's Tanzania, which is in the lower part of Africa. Right here, all right, and so Malawi would have been in the middle, which is where I would have went and spent time right after I got married. And then I wanted to show you Nigeria. So if you remember Michael and Matthew and Chichi, Nigeria, all right, so they would have, their parents would have been from Nigeria. In fact, Chichi went back there last year to visit Nigeria. And Ife has family in Nigeria as well. All right. I would love to visit Nigeria sometime. I think it'd be lots of fun. Of course, right now, nobody's traveling anywhere, so I'll have to wait. I'll have to wait until travel opens back up. But definitely there are many parts of Africa I have not gotten to see that I would love to go back and see someday. All right, so jumping contest, and then your second lesson on playing the African drums. All right, have fun.